Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is August the 7th, 2021. Yes, we're going to give you all a price prediction for yearn.finance. We're going to look at the chart right now to see if there's any more indications, any more evidence that will give us credibility as to where the market is headed. Because if so, then we'll be able to put on a price prediction in the market for yearn.finance. You guys can tell from our last video, which was on the 27th of July, we didn't do a price prediction. We wanted to wait to allow the market to continue to work out the kinks, iron itself out so that we could get a better idea as to where the market is headed. So hopefully today we'll be able to do that for you all in our community about where we're expecting the price in yearn.finance to go. So now, if you're new and this is your first time ever seeing our content, welcome. We're here to give you the ability, without any confusion, without any indicators, the idea as to where price is headed. So if you guys want to join us, hit us up. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. We want to be a community of people who is following the trap. He is trying to get us, and he's trying to place us in some very peculiar situations in our positions to make us lose, and he wins. So if you want to beat him, join us, because we've been knocking it out the park for a while now. All right, so now let's check this out in yearn.finance. You guys can tell that the market in yearn.finance is giving us some strength. We are in a uptrend. Majority of altcoins, cryptocurrencies in the space is going higher in price, no doubt. But how high can we continue? That's the question. Because if you haven't been in the position prior to the market going higher for yearn.finance and other cryptocurrencies, you may be wondering, okay, we've been in a sustained upward move for a while now. At some point, price has to come back down. Where would it be? You could kind of get an idea looking at yearn.finance where that could be at when you just look at the chart there. And it's right here. This would be the first area that I'm actually seeing the market in yearn.finance trying to get hit with additional selling. And you can actually see that right here. Okay, today. We're seeing the increase in volume, slight increase with the market price closing towards the low of the bar. That lets us know that there's selling going on today in yearn.finance, right? Now, I can still see it coming up here towards $40,000 though, for the long term. So how long can you endure the market in yearn.finance dipping and going lower in price just to achieve that market price hitting $40,000? That's the question that you have to answer for yourself. But of a note that is still positive is that the price in yearn.finance is still in this long-term upward trend. That's even better. Like if you're trying to be into the market in yearn.finance for the long term, this is what you needed to see. You needed to see this price in yearn.finance come and grab and jump off that line, just like it did here back in November of 2020, and where we started this upward trend back in August of 2020. This was the cheapest price that you could have came in and bought yearn.finance on the low with the premise of price continue to go higher in the long term, right? This was the opportunity right there. Did you grab it? That was it. Did you miss it? Because on the next leg down, this is where we would expect the market price in yearn.finance to come and grab more support right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and switch the chart over in yearn.finance on a 3-day time frame. So now you can see right here on the 3-day time frame for yearn.finance that yes, it looks even better. And one of the things that I wanted to show everyone is how the market in yearn.finance has been inundated with a whole lot of selling over the last month or so. Like someone in yearn.finance tried to offload their currency in the market, and we still failed to see the price go lower. That lets you know that there was enough interest into the market to where people was willing to buy. Whoever sold in the market in yearn.finance, they was willing to buy it so that they can continue to ride this price higher. Fantastic. That's something that we would like to see. Now, this is the weekly time frame. So, I mean, it's not overly bullish. We're not overly bearish. The market is actually in a calm state right now. We don't see the market trying to be quick to get higher price. We're not seeing the market quick to get to lower prices. It's just stagnated. It's just stable. And when you see that, that's a pretty good sign in terms of if you like to have that stability in the market, you're kind of getting that right now, because we're not getting that volatility that we've seen in yearn finance, back in May. These weekly price bars right here, the volatility has definitely subsided, which is great. And that lets us know that this weakness that came in May, it's not there anymore, right? The emergency, the fearfulness that was in the market in May literally is now calm, because the spreads of these weekly price bars is a lot smaller, which is great. So looking at this chart, looking at these varying charts, I don't see a lot of bearishness. I don't see a lot of selling really coming on into the market. And I also don't see the price increasing fast. I'm still seeing it making it very slow progression, moving higher in price. That's what I'm seeing off of this chart. So can we still see the price in yearn finance go higher? Yes, we can. And I'm actually going to predict that, but it may take some time, because you guys can see over the last couple of 5-day price bars, even then, this market in yearn finance is not quick to move higher. So as we do this price prediction, you're going to have to give it time to play out. And I know a lot of people, they want to come into the market, get the quick 10, 20, 30% profitability and move on, right? But in this particular situation, that may not happen. It might just take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month and a half before the price actually hits that $40,000 price in yearn finance. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the prediction now. Let me look at this on the hourly. I want to see how much weakness is really coming into the market in yearn, because it is there. So you can see on these 1 hour price bars, this one, and then this current one, where the volume increased and we're seeing the market come lower. Yeah, expect that. The market weakness is still present in yearn finance. And if you're trying to time to come into the market here, I can see it coming all the way back down like to $32,500. Okay. And then maybe even 31,300. But nevertheless, let's do this, because I'm not going to be overly bullish into the market. I'm not going to give you one of those outlandish price predictions that so many YouTubers are trying to give you. We need to give you something that's more realistic and that can actually benefit us. So now we're going to play the strength into the market in yearn finance, and I'm going to give you 2 areas that we need to come through and try to TP out the market. Okay. TP simply means to try to take the profit from the trap and place it right back into our account. This first one is right here, not that far, which is around like $36,000. Okay. Be on guard for that. That's still about 7% profitability, which is great, because we're under the premise, we are forecasting that that will be the first location that we can see this market price in yearn finance drop. So we have to be prepared for that. Then the second area would be up here towards 40,000. I'm actually going to do a little bit lower than 40,000 right here, around $39,000. Okay. So that will give us about 16%, which is great, which is fine. We could come in, put the soldiers to work, make sure they come back with the loot and put it right back into our account on those 2 price levels right there in yearn finance. All right. So this is it. This is what we're seeing on the chart. No confusion, no technical indicators, and we're still predicting the market. So now I want to know, without your confusion, tell me, where do you all see the price in yearn finance going, right? We're building this great community of people who are strictly looking at the chart. We don't care about anything else that is going on in the market in relation to price, because nothing matters to price other than where the trap is moving it. That's it. Just pay attention to what he's doing, because once you do that, you are actually able to eradicate and get rid of all of that other confusion, and you can see better as to where he's trying to move this market. So let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.